All right, thank you all for coming. We are just 2 weeks into preseason and 2 exhibitions in, both ending in 2-0 wins. So really happy with the starting point. We can tell that our women put in a lot of preparation over the course of the summer to come back ready, and we're excited to get into the season this week. So happy to take any questions that y'all might have.
Stefanie, from the first couple of exhibition games there, what was your biggest maybe takeaway from this team?
Yeah, I think a couple of things. One, we're extremely focused. This is a team that we've really focused on starting strong, and this most recent exhibition, scoring 2 goals in the first 5 minutes, shows our ability to be able to do that. Kylie Simmons picking up right where she left off with a goal in each of the exhibitions is a really strong sign, and two shutouts to start the year, also a really good sign moving forward.
You mentioned Kylie, when we talked last, you mentioned she emerged as a goal scorer for you guys last year. How good is it for her to have that kind of start this season?
Yeah, and it's, I think one of the really cool things about it is the goal against Wisconsin. In the spring, she had an opportunity to score the same kind of goal against SLU and didn't because she wasn't confident to hit that kind of ball. And we spent a lot of the spring getting reps on that very strike. And so when she came off the field, the first thing she did is looked at me and was like, "See what I did?" I was like, "Yeah, Kelly, I saw what you did." And we're continuing to build. And so for her, she's got a target on her back this year. She knows that, we know that, and we're trying to help her with how to manage that and still find the ways to put the ball in the back of the net. And she's been good so far.
What does she have to do to adjust to that, especially when you get into SEC play and it's teams that play?
Yeah, she's gonna, we've got to have her prepared to have a lot of physical pressure on her, which we've already started working on. This preseason, we're getting some extra work with her, dealing with players riding up her back and, bringing that physicality to it. She's probably going to deal with some double team. And, with that, it's can we hold up the ball? Can we connect to somebody underneath to play beyond you? And now can you get in and still find ways to deal with that pressure? So it's drawing the pressure to be able to get the ball off of her feet into somebody else, and then her showing up in the right times and spaces, and she's learning and she's growing through that right now.
Do you feel like the system can change for her then to maybe both highlight her in some scenarios but also use that gravity to open
Yeah, we're already playing a different system than what we played last fall, which I think will help. We're playing a 2-front instead of a 3-front, and I think that brings something to the table where both center backs are occupied by forwards, which makes it a little bit more difficult. And so we can draw people out of spaces to get some wide players into kind of be on that back line to get the ball into the width for her to then show up inside the 18. So I think we're already seeing some of that pay off.
Coach, staying on the offensive end, Landis Canada has already started in both exhibitions. What have you seen so far from the freshmen that you were able to put so much trust in?
Yeah, she came in really fit. She had the highest score on our fitness assessment as a freshman, which is very unusual. She works extremely hard. She battles. She's tough. She's a fighter. She's only going to get stronger. She's doing a great job in the holding midfield role of breaking up play in front of the back line, and she connects well out of there as well. She's a target on set pieces, and she scored off of a set piece. Kylie got the first touch to it, and she put it in the back of the net. So she's just hungry. She's just like, I think freshmen sometimes don't know any better than to just go and play hard and work, and she's doing that consistently.
What does opening up with an in-state rival like Missouri State, what does that do for your group, just jumping right in like that?
Yeah, I think it's a good test for us. We played them last fall, and we came out on the winning end, but it was a battle. It wasn't an easy game for us by any means. And I think anytime somebody else has Missouri in part of their name, they have our game circled before the season ever begins. And so for us, again, continuing to focus on that start strong. And for us, we've said it doesn't matter if it's our training, it doesn't matter what the other team's jersey says. Our standard needs to stay the same and stay high throughout. And so it's a good test for us of how we're able to do that.
You mentioned the non-conference slate before you get to SEC action, how vital that is for this team. What are you hoping to see from this group before you get into the thick of, SEC?
Yeah, a lot of consistent growth. I think, again, we've painted kind of a broad brushstroke on both sides of the ball right now. And, we've scored some goals, we've prevented goals, but there's a lot of areas that we have to continue to get better with. On the attacking side, we want to create more consistent, dangerous opportunities. And again, we're playing a new system. We worked on it throughout the course of the spring, but now we're integrating some new players into some different roles within that system. And so getting them to gel together so that they read each other a little bit better and can create some more consistent opportunities that way. And then defensively, we haven't given anything up yet, but we also need to get a little bit sharper with some things. We've already seen some things with the exhibitions that are going to be a focus for us as we move into non-conference play. So if each game in the non-conference, if we can focus on one thing and get better and then carry that forward to the next game while we layer in something else, then by the time we get to SEC play, we should be pretty strong.
At the beginning of the season, you open up with Missouri State and Memphis, both defensive, goaltending-focused teams. What are you going to have to do from an offensive perspective to break in such early goal against this team?
Yeah, I think for us, a lot of it is like our possession with a purpose, right? Like you're not going to see us be a team that's going to connect 85 passes just to connect 85 passes. For us, we're evolving into more of a high pressing team, and I think for us, in the moments that we can turn teams over in their own end, are they opened up, and can we get to goal and create an opportunity within a couple of passes to open them up? And then in moments where they're not open that way, can we move the ball to move them to where like as we connect that first pass, now can we play forward? If not, can we move the ball again quickly so that we can find those moments to play forward? I think it's the patience and also recognizing those moments when we can go, and when we can we go with some aggression in those moments and some intent in those moments?
Is that a style you see paying off once it comes to the SEC?
Yes, absolutely.
I got some more. So when you look at this roster reconstruction, you added a couple transfers, but for the most part, it's just coming from new freshmen and maturing players. What's that kind of like, especially in the new age of college athletics, where it's all pretty much transfers coming in and out of schools a lot?
Yeah, I think I like the fact that it's not a lot of that for us. It allows us to get some consistency and to be able to have some veteran leadership of players who have been in our system for a while and are really bought into what we stand for and what we are building here. And I think that this is the first season where I really truly feel like we can be a veteran-led team. We have a veteran goalkeeper. We have Rachel Catella in the back line. We have Keegan Good and Milena Fisher and Leah Selm in the midfield, who are all upperclassmen and growing into that role. And Kylie Simmons is now a junior with that experience. So for the first time, I feel like we have veteran leadership who are really bought into taking the next step with this program, and that's kind of a comforting feeling. You feel like you're going to get a lot more consistency when you have veterans on the field in key roles, and we have that now.
You talk about, vocal leaders. I noticed just how vocal Bella was, in the goal in that exhibition that was here at Arthur Walton. The growth of Bella, what have you seen from her?
Yeah, Bella's had a little bit of a trying career in the standpoint of she's in the fall for us, but she hasn't had a full spring to really grow and develop because she's had a couple off-season injuries that she's had to deal with. And so for us, we're hoping that this is kind of her breakout year where she stays healthy and is able to really drive forward. But she has the potential to be one of the best goalkeepers in the SEC, and I think anytime the players on the field in front of a goalkeeper who has that kind of potential, like that gives them a sense of calm and a sense of certainty of we're going to give up an opportunity at some point, but we feel confident that she's gonna take care of it. She's the type of goalkeeper who can win a game for you, and that's definitely comforting to have.
Well, looking at this goaltender room, are you envisioning just rolling out Bella out there every single game, or are you going to try to sprinkle in some chance for Cassidy and Kate throughout this year?
Yeah, I think I think Bella's the number one right now, and we'll see what it looks like in games if there are opportunities to get either of the other two some experience as we go. But I think for us right now, Bella's the clear number one.
Keep us on schedule. We'll take a few more if you guys have them.
Talking about Cassidy real quick, Dusty Rojong, and then Haley Chambliss, the new transfers coming in. What do those two bring in, and what makes them important, and why you thought they needed to be tagged in?
Yeah, I think with Cass, it's absolutely her training mentality. One of the things that she was looking for in her new home was a place where she was going to get some attention and be challenged on a consistent basis, and be able to be competitive on a daily basis in the training environment. And certainly she gets that with Kelsey every single time out. And I think that the way that she works, the way that she approaches training only makes the goalkeeper room that much stronger as we're going. So, for her as, as an upperclassman who was recruited in, knew that Bella is the number one and still want to be here and still want to be a part of that environment, I think is fantastic. With Haley's taking a redshirt year this year. She won't be available this fall for us. So, why did we bring her here? I think again, she's a hometown kid. She's from St. Louis, had done well at Missouri State, and we're looking to add more depth in our attacking group, and we felt like she's somebody who can certainly bring that, and we're looking forward to getting her back after this fall.
Was the plan always to redshirt her for this upcoming
No,
year?
it's a medical reason.
Any more questions? All right, thanks, guys. We're
All
gonna
right,
transition
thank
to
you, guys.
players.